Yeah.
Welcome, family. Welcome, family. It's about that time. It's another rival show. Look, I've had to wait patiently, pretty much all season for this moment. But I'll be hosting tonight's show, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel good. I feel smug because it could be the start of a sea change. Could we be seeing the last of One Touch? Was the last rival show about last week the last time we're going to see One Touch? So look, tonight's show is what it is. We're going to be going into it. We're going to touch on briefly about Man City's demolition job of Bayern Munich. We're going to look over on the weekend's matches, Tottenham slapping up Brighton, and also Arsenal walking away with a lucky draw against Liverpool. So yeah, welcome, sit back. I want to welcome my bro, my co-host. You know what? On a level, I have to say, I love this guy. This is my guy, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he's an Arsenal fan. But you know what? Maybe he will say fortunately because his team's doing all right this season. Big up, One Touch in the building. What are you saying, my bro?
Oh yeah, now my people. It's me again. Obviously, you're not used to having me on this side of the room. I understand. It's just one of them, obviously you've all watched The Matrix, and sometimes there's glitches in the Matrix, and other people have opportunities to prosper. And there couldn't be a better brother to host the show, because this is my guy. As he said, the love is mutual. As long as we're not talking football, me and him are like this 100%. But when football gets in the mix, you see left hook, right hook, uppercuts, jabs, all sorts. And we're going to chop it up like we always do, man, on North London Rival Show, man. Big up the comment section, smash the like, share, comment, all of that, now or later, whenever you're watching the Deji Spurs and Niger Englishman show.
Smash the likes, subscribe, do all of that. Look, I'm already seeing the kind of banter in the chat from some of my nearest and dearest. I got Skills in the building. Big up Skills. Big up
Skills.
Assembled. Big up Arsenal forever. Big up. I know Craig is going to join us. 40 chats.
For sure.
All of them brothers there. Aussie
Why not Spursy and them man there?
KM Box. All of you, man. Let me start because couple comments have started to come through. Deji talking about lucky draw. Say how you cheated Brighton. We're going to get into that in a bit. Watch how deluded Deji will say Arsenal bottled it. I'm not going to lie. It pleases me to see that you man know me, innit? You man know what's coming. Because I'm not going to disappoint you. I'm going to lay it down tonight, what I've been saying, what I've been thinking about your club. Nigel, you know what I want to do? Before we get into it, I want to give you... Should we just skip? Let's just skip. Let's just start from tonight's game real quick, because that's what's really fresh in the mind, and then we'll quickly go on to the weekend.
All right.
Man City doing a, quite frankly, mate, demolition job. You get me? This is Wesley Snipes. You know them ones there, and Sylvester Stallone. They slapped up Bayern Munich. Is this season? Is it Man City's year? Real quick. Is it their year to win the Champions League?
Do you know what? All the Arsenal fan base were hoping for a Man City win tonight. The more games they have, the merrier for us, to be honest. Like I don't care about narratives like, City took their foot off the gas to focus on the champion. I do not care, Deji, any which way, but just win this title. Whatever narrative people want to throw. I saw you on Terrace trying to throw lucky season in there and all these different narratives you want to. I see you, bro. I see you, celebrity figure out here. But, bro, at the end of the day, he looked tasty today, bro. I'm not going to lie. But I do also believe that fraud Thomas Tuchel walked right into their hands. I really hope finally this manager the praise that Tuchel's been getting, I hope it finally reduces. For me, I don't know if you agree, Deji, I think he's just a spicy Di Matteo. If not for that Champions League win, no one would even talk about him in any of these crazy conversations.
Bro, you know what? I 100% agree with you.
And Muller in that game, bro. Sorry,
but I 100% agree with you because he won the Champions League with Chelsea. All of a sudden now he's put on this kind of pedestal. You got to remember that when he was at PSG, he got booted out because he didn't deliver the goods at PSG. And for me, he played some new brother in defense. I don't even know who this brother is. You can pretend or whatever his name is. And he got slapped up by Man City. I mean, my man, you can't be trying out new personnel when you're playing against Man City. And for me, I always thought it was mad to get rid of Nagelsmann with 1 point. I've never heard of a manager losing their job a point off top.
Brother.
3 games unbeaten.
Wow. And then hire his older brother.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. And then it has disaster written all over it. I'm not saying Nagelsmann would have won the Champions League, but if you think the way that them man disposed of PSG, and they literally disposed of them man, they were a shadow of themselves tonight against City. And for me, it's looking a myth. The only reason why I wanted to bring up City, and it's going to come more apparent, is because I think you guys as Arsenal fans, you in particular, and all your bedrooms that are wetting themselves in the comments, you man should be very afraid. You get me? Because right now, the league is City's to lose. If City wins every game from now to the end of the season, City win the league. And I'm not going to lie to you.
Same as Arsenal, though, no?
I'm not going to lie. I saw the Liverpool match. I think the first half, anyway, look, I don't want to go into it yet, but I'm just saying the way City did their thing tonight.
Can't help but keep.
I think Arsenal should be shaking in their boots, and I agree with my brother here. Arsenal forever. It says Man City have gone into full beast mode. You know, like that. They are coming for all of you, man. All of you, man. They are coming. Don't sleep on it.
Look at you. This is the fact that you played them twice. Look at you, man.
Tottenham, you get me? We slap, at least we can say we slapped them. You get me? We slapped them once. Let's quickly move on. Tonight's show, I really want to dedicate it to the Arsenal show and you lot's running to the end of the season in terms of your last few games.
Now we're going to touch on you lot. Don't get it twisted. We're definitely going to touch.
We're going to touch on Tottenham real quick because I just want to call it out. Let's get the elephant out of the room in terms of the weekend's match against Brighton. Look,
and be honest, Deji. Be honest. You said you slapped up Brighton a minute ago, so be honest.
No, real talk.
Because the assembled is on to you, bro.
Real talk. I don't know how we deserve to lose.
Okay. Oh.
In my opinion,
wow,
Brighton won 3-2. There was no, and for me, I don't like Stellini. Stellini was thinking out the place. He done his idiot thing. Brighton looked like Barcelona. They were popping it. That Mitoma was terrorizing our defense the whole game. Loris is a waste man. I don't want to see him. I mean, he's a legend, but this is his last season for Spurs. They got to do a Vertonghen on that, brother, and they need to just get him out. Like, how they got
question about Mitoma
is how they need to get rid of. Huh?
Would you swap Mitoma for Son?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, all day long. All day long. For me, boy, Mitoma is Son's replacement. For me, Son right now needs to go back to Hamburg or Schalke or wherever he came from in the first place.
Go back to Korea, my guy.
He needs to go back there. No, I'm only joking. But on a level, Mitoma is the type of brother that we need. The way he was just intricate, tearing up our defense, I thought, yeah, this brother is a serious player. Apart from that, Caicedo was running things in the midfield. Tottenham was pants, bro. And for me, the refereeing decisions, I know people say when you let the season play out, you're gonna get the rub of the green. Sometimes the decisions are gonna go your way, sometimes it doesn't. I don't want decisions like that going my way. The stepping on the foot of Mitoma, that's a pen all day long. Straight. I don't know how that ain't a pen. And Welbeck turned into bloody Ian Wright overnight. He took his goal well. How them 2 goals were disallowed is beyond me. The only thing I can say, it takes me back to last season when Tottenham, Harry Kane had a legitimate goal. He was onside against Southampton and they disallowed it. You get these crazy decisions. And someone kind of said it on the terrace in the chat, and I didn't want to say it, but I don't know if you've seen this series on Netflix about the NBA and the match fixing with the ref. It's on one of them kind of inside. Trust me, watch it. It's basically in the 90s. there was on Netflix, I think it was called Inside Story or something stupid like that. And in one of the episodes, you look at the NBA and kind of basically one ref kind of fixing games. And for me, it got me thinking, football is about entertainment. Yeah. It's when you break it down, it's really about
100%.
entertainment. It's about the money, it's about the P's. Could it be that they've brought in VAR for entertainment purposes? Because I can't understand some of the decisions that these men are making. And maybe they know Wagwan, because we can't even hear what they're saying in the VAR room.
I'm glad you highlighted that point too.
And they're making these odd decisions that you're thinking, but I can see this with my eye. And yet you're
Why can't they see it?
And how comes you guys can't see it? And you guys are the professionals. So I'm not understanding, but it makes sense, because if you get VAR to do a stupid decision like that, we end up talking about it on our show. Every show's talking about it, and it creates a story out of something that shouldn't be a story. I'll be wanting to know what people in the chat think.
Yeah,
but
for real.
It had me thinking on them levels there. I'm not gonna lie.
No, and I want to talk on and that's kind of what reason why I wanted to discuss the Tottenham game first, because of refereeing in the Premier League in general. It's not even just the Mitoma issue like you mentioned. It's constantly every team, every weekend. There's at least maybe 4 or 5. We as fans see clear decisions, but them as professionals, they're getting paid with a monitor, reloading, slowing it down, and they can't see it. Come on. We can't just have better eyesight than these officials, but it doesn't make sense. Like, it would make more sense if they're manipulating the betting system. Maybe we have to give a free kick at this time, or a yellow card here, or a penalty in this game to qualify. Or look, let's make it a little bit more spicy. If this team draw this game, that means next week the top 4 race is going to be even spicier. Let's see if this decision that we make here can manipulate the situation. And Deji, I'm not going to lie, I don't want to be thinking like that, but there's too many incidences, and they seem to stem so many times from the Premier League. So is it like Skills is saying, is rigged and corruption? Like, would you be surprised in 5 years if there was a big story about VAR and how this, that, and that happened? Would you be surprised?
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised, because, you know, I look at some of the decisions in like, you know, my brother here, you know, the big GZ talks about how they draw them idiot lines. And some of them lines, I think I don't know, the game yesterday, there was a goal in the Crystal Palace game against Leeds. The guy is clearly onside. Like, it took about 10 minutes to work out
the IU one, right?
Onside. And I'm thinking, brother, you can see that this guy's foot is clearly behind the defender's foot. Why is this taking? It was almost as if they were trying to, like, not give it. And for me, the whole point of VAR was to come in and to rectify certain decisions that was driving us mad. For me, literally, one that
the offsides, the penalties,
offsides, but there was always the one that always grates me till today was when Tottenham, I think with Popescu at Old Trafford, scored from the halfway line.
What's his name?
That idiot keeper, and he went in and he slapped it out, and it was given as no goal. For things like that, you definitely need the VAR, because them things can't be happening. But all these kind of hairline, your little toothbrush kind of decisions, or decisions that he stepped on him, but maybe he farted in the process. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not getting it.
It's shocking. And this opening statement, you talked about how it works its way out throughout the season. I was very much you've seen us both come on this channel and never complain about refs for the reason why our team don't perform. We've actually been quite consistent with that, both of us. But and I was hearing comments like you said that it evens itself out over the season, but Deji, there's just so many of them, bro. It's too much now. Like, can you hear all this wahala when it comes to Serie A or Ligue 1 or like Liga? No, it's just the Premier League that the scrutiny is too much, bro. Like, it's like there's a good chance that certain decisions on the final day of the season could, because of VAR, could tip someone staying in the league, someone getting into the Champions League, or someone winning the league. Like it could be that serious. Like when do we start beg? Like for me, the easiest thing to do, one of the easiest things to do is get actual people that have played the game to be in with VAR,
100%.
or two, do what rugby league do and let us hear what's being said between the VAR and the referee. Then at least we know, at least even if we think he's wrong, he can explain at the point in time and we're like, do you know what? I don't agree, but I see where it's coming from. They're not even giving us a chance to do that, my guy. So for me, it's match fixing or scamming or
Yeah,
rigging
no,
or something's going
100%.
on,
I
bro.
just thought I'd say that because for me, in terms of Tottenham's performance on the weekend, it was a disappointing performance. Um, and it kind of goes back to the point that I was trying to make on the terrace. And, I just want to pick up on this because Skills and Assembled are going toe to toe. The Assembled ain't having it from me, but I'm going to explain to you, man, because what I don't like about some of the people in the chat, you, man, go on like you're stupid or something when you know the point that I'm trying to make, but maybe I'm not articulating it right. So let me just go through. So Skills says, Deji, you said we've already won the league. You jinxed us. I ain't jinxed you. You've already won the league. It's done. But I'll explain my point. Skills, he hasn't got a clue. He says outlandish things to get views. Talks a load of nonsense. The Assembled, hush your hot breath. Hush your dragon breath about me talking about things to get. First and foremost, I don't say anything to be getting views. I don't give a damn about views. I'm here to slay you and your Arsenal bedrooms, them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me explain to you why I said what I said on the show. And if you won't get it, girl, I'll slap him up on there as well. It don't matter.
Hey, now Arsenal boys, they
He's
talk like
gonna
that
take
about
it.
my Arsenal boy.
So the thing that they Assembled and some of the people them are getting their knickers in the twist about is the fact that I said that this season's been a poor season. Yeah? Right. So let me explain
Yeah, you
why I
explain
think
yourself. I'm glad
this
you're gonna.
season's
Yeah,
been
good.
poor. Because
Because I
on
want
this
answers.
show, I know we got intelligent people. Yeah. If a gal is on here or if he's listening, bro, message him so I can chop him up. Because I'm done with the gal and his clickbait stuff. Let him know I've called him out on this show tonight, and I'll say my thing. So basically, bro, if Tottenham had beaten Everton, I know it didn't happen, but just hear my theory out. If Tottenham had beaten Everton, if it weren't for that last minute Keane goal, Tottenham would have been third in the Prem. Let that sink in. Third in the Prem, despite the fact, listen, despite the fact that we've lost 9 games this season. The mere fact that you, the Assembled, Skills, Arsenal Forever, and all those shaking their bum like it's the Fong song in the chat, can cuss me down and be telling me about Tottenham, how they're rubbish, rare, when Tottenham could still find themselves third this season, shows that overall, the level has been poor this season. Now, let me do a little 8 Mile because I know what you're going to say.
Arms are sweaty, knees weak, arm are heavy. You're bombing on my schedule already.
So
Mom's
the 8
spaghetti.
Mile is, overall, when you look at our points tally as compared to City, we are even got more points or better at this stage, or we reached a certain amount of points quicker than City's reached these amount of points in the same period of games played. Yes, the reason why you reached and you've done what you've done is because the season has been poor, my brothers. So you've amassed more points because everyone else has been crap. So I don't get it when people say you can't say that, Edge.
I get
you
it.
can't say that because Arsenal playing the sexy football, attractive football. No, everyone's been rubbish. Liverpool's been crap. Chelsea's been crap. Tottenham's been crap. Newcastle, they've been doing all right. Man United ain't been doing that great. And can I just say something? Yeah, can I just say something? At the beginning of this season, I said that Newcastle and Aston Villa would finish above Arsenal. The point being,
if it was really a crap season, then that would have happened, though.
The point being that I could see improvements in both those teams. Can I just say that on the 11th of April, Aston Villa is 6th in the Prem and Newcastle is 3rd. I'm just saying that the two teams that I had highlighted end up doing all right. Okay, they're not finished above Arsenal, but by their standards.
Yeah, but that's what you said. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
But also the fact that Aston Villa is 6th. Let's just leave it. That silence. All right.
So since you tried to do the whole 8 Mile thing and all that, so guys, first of all, one thing I will say about my co-host is, as crazy as some of his comments do sound, he genuinely believes them, my guys. Like, it's not clickbait. It's not Deji. Actually, that's why we call him delusional Dej. You don't call someone delusional that doesn't believe in crazy things. You know what I'm saying? That's just Dej. So, and he's entitled to have his own opinion. So let's not come with that angle. Comment section. Come on, we're better than that. That's number one. With that being said, he's been freaking talking some wild shit tonight, guys. I won't lie to you. Hold on, bro. I didn't. Let me just do my own monologue the same way you did your monologue. Cool. So, if we look at the top 4 points tally from this season, I would like to know, comment section, let us know how different is that to last season. I don't care who are the teams involved. If the points are the same, that's all that I care about. Because at the end of the day, the only thing I care about is how well my team do. So the season can't be worse if different teams are accumulating the same amount of points, bro. It doesn't work like that. If there's still if the same amount of points are being won, then the season is just the same. It's just different teams accumulating the same amount of points. But the same way City were losing to Brentford at home, we weren't losing to Brentford at home, though. That's one of the differences. Instead of losing to you like at White Hart Lane or Shite Hart Lane, we're beating you at that ground. Instead of losing.
Nigel, what's happened? I think you've frozen. Right when we're getting into the thick of the conversation, we've lost Nigel. Okay, we've lost you. I think you're back. This is killing me.
You're lucky that the internet saved you for a second there. Where did I get to?
Bro, I can't even lie. You were saying so much rubbish that you might as well start again. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
you were saying something like it's been like every season gone.
No, I was just saying, so
the same points as other seasons, yeah.
If the same amount of points are being accumulated, you can't just say because this team are not performing, that team, like there's teams performing at the same level. It's just different teams, Deji. So all this lucky season stuff doesn't fly for me, because no one said when City won their first league title it was a lucky season, because Arsenal weren't performing. When Chelsea won, they never said it was a lucky season when Man U and Liverpool weren't performing. We can pick so many examples of previous seasons and call them lucky when other teams have won it. At the end of the day, if Arsenal were 30 points clear at the top of the league, maybe I'll listen to you. But that's not the case, bro.
So, bro,
are you 6 points clear with a game in hand,
bro? So are you not acknowledging the fact that Tottenham could still finish third?
Like, I can't acknowledge it because it's hypothetical right now. No, it's a hypothetical.
Still finish third.
Like, do you know what? We'll address that at the end of the season.
Can we do?
Because at the end of the season, if you accumulate, hold on. I don't know. I'm quite intrigued to see how much difference your point tally last season and this season is at this stage. I don't know if you know. Comment section if you can help us out. How many points did Tottenham have this time last season? And if it's more, are you really having a bad season, did you?
No, it's probably less.
No, but if it is more, though, what are you going to say? It's probably less. You're talking of hypotheticals right now.
I don't think Tottenham finished with about 75 points, 76 points last season. I can't see Tottenham getting 75 points.
How many are you on now?
We're on 50 something.
50 something. So that means if you're saying 50. You can't.
I'm on 50. I think Tottenham's on 50. No, 53.
Hey, comment section, help us out here, man. We can't do two things at once. Let us know, comment section. But
bro, can I just
Okay, so if you're saying that you don't think you would get the same points tally, you're basically saying that you won't finish third. Then, so your whole question about Tottenham finish third, it doesn't work, bro.
I don't
That
expect
means
Tottenham to finish third this season, but I was just saying that had Tottenham
you have the ability to finish third. That means that it's a freak season.
Bro, I'm just saying that if I was just saying, had Tottenham beaten Everton, they would have been third in the Prem. And that,
but they didn't beat Everton, so we can't. But they're not. They weren't third in the Prem, Deji. You're talking a hypothetical out of something that's actually happened, not something that potentially could happen.
It still could happen. It still could happen.
But it's not. When it happens, then your argument has a little bit more weight. But even still, then. Not dead thing, bro.
Fine,
Don't try it,
bro. Fine. All right, let's get into it. So, Big GZ says the level's been poor for many seasons. It's been City, Liverpool for how many years? Yeah, I wouldn't say. I don't think it's been poor.
Thank you. I think Liverpool, because they ran away with it, bro.
Liverpool and City set a standard, and I have to say that Arsenal and Liverpool and Arsenal and City have not set that standard this season. It's not been up to the same level. You guys are not hitting 99 points this season. I don't see it happening. I don't see Arsenal hitting 90 points this season. We got Thunderbirds, our goal. Hey, goes with the hypotheticals. If your father pulled it out on your mum's back like he should have, if he wasn't lazy, where would you be? Well, we could ask the same question about you and your mum, my brother, as well, wouldn't it? Thunderbirds, our goal. You ask the questions about you. So, the assembled.
That's a bit of a wild one.
Yeah, Thunderbirds, he always does that rubbish. When you send him the link to get on the show, my man goes under his covers, innit? And then he pretends he can't see the chat. So let him carry on with his rubbish. Typical Spurs fan, jumping on the bandwagon, gassing your chest and getting it wrong, Deji. Well, we'll see, innit? We'll see. A couple more before we get back into the conversation about the game on the weekend. Skills is saying, Man City got Haaland this season, so what are you on about? It's more difficult to win the league this season than last season. Really?
You got a 30-goal striker and you're telling me it's easy.
Boy.
If it was so easy, then you'd do it, bro. If it was so easy, you'd do it.
Footy chant. Aston. The answer to your question is Aston Villa are enough points behind Tottenham, yeah? Because I never said that Villa were going to finish above Spurs. I said they were going to finish above Arsenal. They're below Spurs. The fact
Footy chats, I like what you're doing there, calling him out rightly. Yeah.
Big up Dodger Phillips in the building. That's my brother right there. Big up, enough respect. Love you, the truth. Deji, he knows what I'm saying. That's an intelligent brother right there. Everyone else, a lot of the stuff is just going over you lot's heads right now.
Backtracking.
He says, the assembled. If I got this wrong, I apologize. He says, Deji, I was defending you. Skills was saying that a girl would give you an argument. You caught the tail end of the conversation. The assembled, I apologize. There is no way that a girl can argue with me. That brother is clickbait FC. He doesn't know what he's chatting about. When I'm talking, I swear down, I'm being honest. I think Kyan said it. I'm just speaking my truth and what I see. Whether people agree with it or not, I don't even give a damn. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really care. In my opinion right now, what I'm waiting to see, hopefully, is for Man City to do their thing. Man City to win every game to the end of the season. Then I was right. Like Kyan said, and Arsenal forever. If Arsenal finish second and Tottenham finish fourth, as I called it early Jan, there is no difference between the two teams. We've achieved the same thing, which is Champions League football, and
for sure,
that would please me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be shameless and say I am hoping and praying that Arsenal flop. I'm not gonna lie. Shameless.
Of course you are.
Against
you don't need to be shameless.
Against Liverpool on the weekend, if I had seen Mo Salah after the game, I would have fly kicked him in his chest because I don't know how he's missing a penalty. He did a Ronaldo. I swear Ronaldo.
Or he did a Kane. Didn't he do a Harry Kane?
No, don't be doing that.
Because they're doing club, not country. Okay. No.
We're not doing that. Anyway, bro, because there's so many
comments. It's crazy, right?
Simple said during the parallel universe. No.
Yeah, I actually rate that comment still.
You're 52
Hardly
points.
assembled.
You
He's in
know,
the
I find it.
he's in what do they call in Marvel when you jump into different worlds?
Apparently, Tottenham had 51 points this time last season from Cayenne. You lot, man, you don't have to just
And how many points you got now?
always ready to just burst man's thunder, innit? I'm coming that
Yeah.
with the point.
Hey,
You man
do you know
always
what?
there to pop the thunder.
Chat. Big up. Every time Deji makes a howler, just put it up in the comment section, bro. Don't let him get to the end of the episode and I'm like, oh shit, you lot should have thrown that in the episode. Get onto him. Get
Yeah.
onto him. I love it, chat.
40 chats is here. Villa has a chance finishing above your team, Deji, just like Brighton. 40, that, I mean, I'm not going to lie. That's just
Do you think that will happen?
That's a wing and a prayer. That's like me hoping that Man U win the league. Something
No, but
stupid.
Deji, here footy chats out because they are close. You said your season's over. You keep talking about how now how bad your squad is. You luckily got like, if not for VAR, if we're doing hypotheticals, if not for VAR, Brighton win that game.
They should have won that game.
And things would be very different. Do you honestly believe you're going to accumulate enough points to secure fourth place this season?
Real talk.
Yeah.
I hope we do, but I don't expect us to. I think how you see the league table is how it's going to finish. That's how I see it.
That would be
you man winning. I can see you man getting a draw against City, and then you win the league. It's as simple as. I can see you guys beating Newcastle away. I can see Tottenham finishing fifth. I mean, we're already 3 points behind Man U and Newcastle, and they both got games in hand. I mean, we still got to play both teams. Do I expect Tottenham to beat Man U? No. Do I expect Tottenham to beat Newcastle? No. So, for me, the sooner the season done, the better. Bring Mauricio Pochettino or Nagelsmann, and let's get this show on the road. If Tottenham finished fifth, am I vexed? No, I'm not vexed. We were crap this year.
What do you mean you're not vexed? You were predicting you're going to win the league or the Champions League and finishing fifth and having nothing. You're not going to be vexed.
Based on what
Where's your standards, Deji?
Based on what I've seen, if Tottenham had just done what they did last year, we could have gone all the way. No joke. We could have done.
Bro, you got the same points tally. What are you talking about, bro?
No.
You got the same points tally. You spent over 100 mil. You won the summer transfer window, but yeah, you don't think you can finish in the top four?
Nah, bro. Look, bro. I don't like it when you do that, bro.
Conte, I'm just quoting you.
You know, Conte sabotaged Tottenham, and then what they've done is they brought in his brother in Stellini, or Conte reincarnated, like that, who is doing the same rubbish. I just can't understand.
No, but Deji, if you were listening to my advice end of last season and you didn't get overexcited and start making outlandish claims, maybe I'll accept this Stellini and Conte and all that stuff. But I'm not hearing it, bro. You came out on You came on our channel talking with the smoke, all the smoke. They should be scared. We got Conte. Now you're dissing the same man that you said they should be scared about.
Bro,
make sense.
You man can go. I think Gary Neville and Carragher talked about it, and they were talking about it in terms of last season. And see, bro, this is Nigel. You've been sleeping on a lot of statements in these shows. You've been sleeping on statements.
Wake me up.
I told you if Arsenal can come from fifth to be top of the Prem, how is it unrealistic to think that Tottenham could do the same?
Because it's the history of the Tottenham. That's it, bro. That's why.
What Gary Neville's picked up is what I've picked up on, which is that if Arsenal can do this madness and be top, then you're talking about who's fifth this season. You're talking about Tottenham potentially doing a madness next year.
No, but nobody was talking that. Did he say Tottenham could do it, or did he say Arsenal could do it?
You're talking about. Based on what we're seeing with Arsenal, you're talking about Brighton breaking into the top four next season, bro.
To be honest, if you bring this, just do what Skills says, and you got a chance, bro. Bring this brother back, because that's the Deji. Like, you guys are done. You've got the most expensive stadium for no reason, bro.
Skills. Let me tell you this, because I don't know why you're laughing, bro. I will chop up Igal and Gunner King. Let Gunner King come here pumping his chest with his smoke. The season ain't done. Let him know. I'm happy to deal with this brother. Bro, let's not
Man
talk
said
about our
Big
stadium. Let's
Bets
talk
in
about
Ladbrokes.
the game. Bro, were you lucky to walk away with a point on the weekend against Liverpool?
Honestly, yeah, we were. With how the game planned out, we really were, to be fair. Like, look at they had mad clear cut chances. We made the mistake of, after silence in Anfield, we woke them up again. Like, it's just naivety by Xhaka. I'm not gonna put it all on Xhaka in that game, but because Arteta, for me, Arteta definitely takes the blame for how we didn't end up winning that game. But yeah, I would say it's 2 points lost. If you ask me straight,
Really?
at the
Because
2 points lost at the final whistle. That's how I felt. I'm not gonna lie. From 2-0 up, 30 minutes in at Anfield, the best situation you've been in at that stadium for umpteen years, and then just either there was two incidents: the jacket incident with Trent just before half time. If that goes 2-0, we probably end up winning 3-1 overall that game. But then 60 after the first 15 minutes of the second half, I don't know if you watched the game, Deji. Like, you could
I watched the
see
whole game, bro.
what you're watching the ops,
I'm not gonna
Appreciate
lie, I
good.
was wishing bad upon you for the whole 90 minutes.
I know you were. I'm surprised you didn't message me. Like 15 minutes into the second half, everyone could see. I'm sure you could see that nothing had changed. We hadn't got control of the game. We were clearly getting overran and outplayed, and we looked a little bit off. So at that point, 60th minute, 2-1 up at Anfield, you make the change. The perfect change for me was Zinchenko. As don't get it twisted, attacking wise, he played exceptional for like 60 minutes, maybe 55 minutes. But then he's done his job. We're 2-1 up. Bring on Kieran Tierney, sure up the game, because he was getting exposed on that. I don't know if you noticed that Zinchenko's side was getting exposed for the last like 30 minutes. It was crazy. Salah, Trent did a freaking nutmeg. Trent nutmegged the man, bro. Like, I've never seen him do that. I haven't even seen him take on a player, let alone nutmeg, man. So if Tierney's on the pitch, that second goal doesn't happen. So as much as I love Arteta's decision making this season, he got it wrong yesterday. On Sunday.
I think it's a bit harsh to say that, but what I will say is, I have to say, I going into the game, I expected Liverpool to slap you man up. I wanted to see. I think Klopp got it wrong. I really wanted to see. I wanted to see Nunes
against Holding
over Jota, and Jota coming, only because it would have been. I wanted to see Nunes in a foot race with Ben White, which didn't really happen until quite late in the second half. And I felt that, I have to say this, and you won't ever hear me say this. I was very impressed by the way that you man opened up Liverpool that first half. At one stage, when you lot went 2-0 up, I went, rah, like, you man are just chopping up Liverpool like their
should have been a route. Should have been a route.
You know what I mean? Really, it could have easily been 3 or 4 in that first half. And then second half, I don't quite understand how. I mean, obviously they got the goal back. I think Gabriel was caught napping a little bit, which can happen because Salah, he's a fox in the box.
Yeah.
2-1. Even at 2-1, I still felt that you man had it. It was a goal. I thought Martinelli had a brilliant game. Saka done his thing. I don't know.
Saka really had a bad game, to be honest, second half especially.
Yeah. But then I just felt, I agree. I think Zinchenko, I've been telling you from when you bought him that I didn't think he was all that. So you praised him for going forward. I don't know what he really did in terms of you going forward. I think Tierney would have been solid. And Rob Holding delivered what we knew he was going to deliver, which was he was going to deliver a calamity moment. And he didn't put a foot wrong. Let's not don't leave Rob Holding out the team because you came out with the team.
To be fair, if there was anybody I'll be having a go at, it definitely wouldn't have been Rob Holding for that game in particular, personally. In terms of Zinchenko, though, like, if you look at our build-up play, how we were dominating that first 30 minutes, it had a lot to do with how Zinchenko was tucking in. And it works when you're on the front foot. Do you get what I'm saying? But when your team, which it doesn't happen a lot this season, let's be honest, Deji, like when our team was on the back foot, that's when teams can really get down that left side. And if that happens where we lose control, as much as Arteta's got it majority right this season, except for at Old Trafford and especially Anfield, that was the time to make a change, bro. Like that was the moment. Like, and then after, the thing that frustrated me even more is after Zinchenko conceded that chance, he then brings him off for Tierney. I'm like, bro, we need a third goal, man. This is not the time now. Like, it's too late.
And you saw Tierney's shot late in the game, wild as anything. When you could literally have done it with Zinchenko. The thing I will say though, bro, is that in the first half, I have to say Jesus is a class act. And I'm seeing the Semble's comment here. He's saying something that I have to agree with. So, chat room, you're forgetting that Jesus was match fit, not match sharp. There was a moment in the game where, in the second half, he took the ball, flicked it over my man's head, sending in a ball,
no look pass,
Martinelli, and I just had to go. You know what? That is how the beautiful game should be played. I respect him, and I love the fact that
better than Richarlison,
man, he's quite physical. He's about it. Man's ready to have a scruff. I love that. The other person I have to big up, and I'm gonna have to apologize on this show, is Ramsdale. He's a good keeper, man.
Bruv, the fact that you called him his proper name on the show for the first time is impressive enough. Smash the like buttons, my people, for Deji getting Ramsdale's name right.
No, you know what it is? As we're drawing to a close this season, man has to just put some respect. Because you know what I like about Ramsdale is his enthusiasm. You see that
keeps going, innit?
That energy, that kind of concentration, the enthusiasm, it gives you an extra yard. Because let's be real, I think if that's any other keeper, that Konate thing goes in.
Yeah.
That goes in. But he managed to find some sort of energy from somewhere.
Just to get there, man.
Get there. And that, for me, you know, you talk about if you're going to win the league, forget your striker, forget your midfield, forget your defense. In any good team, have a top keeper. When you remember Schmeichel, you get me, of them days, Van der Sar, De Gea, these man, Alisson, and Edison, they pull out a worldie from somewhere. I think that save against Konate might just be the reason why you man get it over the line.
Okay, so I'm glad you talked about that's how you closed your comment, Deji, because now obviously having the next day having time to like reflect on everything and looking at the bigger picture. Obviously, the emotions were high during the game. You know what the studio can be like as well, all that stuff. It was crazy. So the next day I was thinking, look, if you had told me at the start of the season that we would take 4 points off Liverpool, I would bite your arm off, because we've been collecting nil. I think 3 the season they won the league, but they'd already won the league by that point. And it's just been nil point for the last 6 seasons, except that one. So to get 4 points off Liverpool in hindsight, considering City only got 3, it's in the scheme of things, it could be a massive point for us. And
it could,
and also if we win our next 2 games, which sets up going into the City game 6 points clear, it sets that scenario up where, as I said, Deji, this is going to be the next time where I'm going to ask my team the question, are you really going to win the league or not? If we can avoid defeat in this game and we win our next 2, the league's ours, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I will say, and you know, skills, my bedroom skills and the assembled are gonna come at me, but I have to be honest. I don't know how to kind of pull it in a way. Like, I think that Liverpool, look, I think you've done well. You know, you don't hear me give Arsenal props, but
I know this has been a weird show.
Anfield, to get the draw, to play the way that you man played, I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed, especially with Ramsdale. He did his thing. Yeah, and Jesus was running his thing. I had to say, you know what, man has to put his trust. What I will just say though is Kivio is exactly what I thought he was. When he was coming on, I was thinking, this brother wants a draw. This brother was to try and he ain't
Thank
trying to
you.
win this game. He's just
Thank
trying to
you.
hold on to what he's got. That Kivio is part of the reason why that equalizer happened. He didn't know what he's doing with 5.
No, I'm not. Look, I don't want to be too harsh on him because he's a new player. I don't think the manager should have
I'll be
trusted
harsh
him.
on him. He's rubbish.
No, to trust a man at Anfield after you've never not even started a Premier League game, like to hold it out and play a DM as well. Like it was just crazy. That's why I just think that's why I had to get onto Arteta. Like as much as I big him up, when he gets it wrong, we got to call him out too. He brings on Tierney. Even if he brings on Tierney at that point and puts Zinchenko ahead and whatever, like that would have been even a better decision. But he brings on Kiwi or even bring on Jorginho to like hold possession or something. I just couldn't. The only someone made me understand that is because we were losing a lot of aerial duels and he's tall. That's why I brought him on. But come on, man, like really, it's frustrating. That's why I was frustrated on the day. But as you said, it could be a massive point in the grand scheme of things overall, man.
However, look, because you interrupted, you didn't interrupt, but because you said your piece, I didn't get to finish, and I'm getting props that I probably don't deserve.
You're about to drop a bomb.
and Skills is saying he's impressed, and I'm like, man, then don't be impressed yet, because I'm about to drop the little nugget for you, man. So on one hand, you man done well.
I knew this was too good to be true.
However, I was looking at the league table. You man are Man City are 6 points behind you guys with a game in hand. Yeah. Now I worked it out that if City wins every game and you lose to City, City win the league.
Yeah.
So I guess for me, the Assemble kind of mentioned it. The only thing that I think you guys should be worried about is the fact that Man City right now are looking like a lot of momentum is going in their favor. And someone dropped it the other day. I think it was Gary Neville. We're here talking about the league, talking about Champions League. I think City could go and do the trouble, my brother. And that would be the smasher of smashers. Because right now, the way they disposed of Bayern Munich, I don't know any team in the Prem that's going to stop City right now. And you know that if I use you lot's logic, they've been here, they've done it, they know how to win 13 games in a row. They only need to do, 10 games, and then they've won the thing. I don't expect Arsenal to drop any more points apart from the City game. Because I can't see you guys beating City. I really can't see it. Is City coming to you guys?
No, we're going there. We're going there.
So you're going to the Etihad?
This is what I'll tell you now, Deji. I don't know if we'll drop points in any other game.
That's long.
But I'll tell you that with chest, we are not losing to City at the Etihad. Remember where you heard it first, guys. Click me up, whatever you say. I didn't say we're going to win, but Arsenal are not losing at the Etihad. Whatever that means at the end of the season, I don't know. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, definitely. But I'm telling you now, we're not losing that game at the Etihad.
Bro, I need these lot to clickbait this. This needs to be clicked right now.
Brother.
I think you man.
I said it in some group chats, and I'm saying it now. We're not losing to City at the Etihad, bro. Just in case you lot didn't hear me and thought I stuttered.
So look, the Assembled has clocked what I'm trying to say. So Deji, you know that the result damages Arsenal's chances of winning the league. So you'd be happy to say great result. Honestly, if Arsenal had beaten Liverpool, it's over. The City game does not matter.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah.
But by drawing, and I just did the numbers yesterday. I went, okay, so if City win the game in hand, they're 3 points behind. Then City play Arsenal, beat Arsenal, they're top. You man could lose out on the. You lot could even go one better. Since you man have been shaking your bum like the Fong song at Cisco, you man might even
rightfully so as well.
You might do one better than Liverpool. So here's you predicting something. Let me give my prediction because one of us is going to be right. I think you could lose the league to City, having finished the season level on points.
Do you know what, Deji? I'm just happy. I don't. I won't like. I'm just happy that we've
Gutted.
got. I'm just happy we got the old school greasy Deji back. I was getting a bit worried. You're being a lot of nice reverse judge. You're now hearing your opinions again. I like it, and
Nah,
that's when Arsenal always prove you wrong.
it's
So
funny.
continue.
No,
I'm
what I'm trying
happy.
to do. I've been reading a lot of the chats. People think I'm delusional. People say I ain't giving props. No, I gotta give props. We are here. It's April, and you man are top of the league. I'll be
Still.
stupid to say anything else. However, wouldn't it be funny? I mean, on one hand, I was saying to Liverpool fans, you should be proud that you finished second, a point behind City 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal could go one step further and lose the league to Man City, despite being level on points. In my opinion, to lose the league in that fashion, that would be Spursy. That's something I could see Tottenham do.
When
Finishing the season level on points and still not winning the trophy.
When does that happen?
Wouldn't that be Spursy?
Nah, because you'd actually have to get to the last game of the season.
You finished level.
And
No.
don't.
Listen to what
Nothing
I'm saying.
Spursy about that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
United lost like that.
Level on points with City, and you still come up with a trophy.
It's happened. It's happened.
Bro.
It happened to the great Alex Ferguson. The first time City won the Premier League, it happened to the great Alex Ferguson. So
would you be proud of that?
Of course not, man. How can I be proud of losing? I'm not going to be proud. But if you're telling me, am I proud of my team for the season? Of course I am. Taking City all the way, and finishing the exact same with less money spent and with a very young squad. Of course I'll be proud of them. Considering we went from fifth to joint on points with the league leaders, like. If you could have a season where you even finished on joint points with the league leaders, you would be celebrating it like a trophy.
Bro,
I know you would
be. Joint point with the league leaders, you and Footy Chats would be the first people to tell me that's Spursy. Only Spurs could finish level.
Because when Spurs do it, it's Spursy, isn't it?
I'm saying that you man could finish level on points with City without a trophy, and that is the definition of Spursy, man.
Don't ever tag anything we do Spursy, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's your thing. That's your thing. We don't have a thing. Yeah. You can call it Arsenal E, but Spursy is for you lot and only you lot, my guy.
Big GZ, you seem like a nice brother, so I want to keep it polite. You said City ain't bomb-proof, Deji. City had fewer clanger games coming. Had a few clanger games. There's no clanger games, my bro.
Yeah, they got Leicester next.
If you saw the way that these men disposed of Bayern Munich, there is no clanger games, bro. The only game is you, man, and the fact that it's at Etihad, Grealish is looking saucy right now. I think Grealish will slap you guys up to be in it, or slap up Arsenal, because I'm saying you, but I know that you're not an Arsenal fan. I think you can slap you guys up. I'm just saying. I started this whole debate with Niger. We started this whole thing in June. I didn't see Arsenal winning the league. And during the season, I did reverse judge and all of that stuff. But really deep down, anyone knows I never saw Arsenal winning the league, even though the facts was telling me something else. And I'm going to stand by my laurels and my guns. I think you man tried. Now, the other thing that pisses me off, I'm not going to lie to you, bro, because I have to just let you know, is this idea that this Arsenal team is going to kick on from whatever they achieve this year. This is it.
Why is this it, bro? Why is it? Why is that?
Because you don't get 2 proms, bro.
Okay, so if we win this one, we can't.
If you didn't go to your prom in year 6 or whatever it was, you ain't got another opportunity to do.
Yeah, but we went. Let's say we go to our prom this year. What happens next year? Then? What you saying?
This is your prom.
Okay, and we go to it and we rock the prom. So why can't we do it?
If you don't move to that thing, if you're gonna let Melissa, this is your final dance at the school prom. Melissa's right there with a little red shoe. If you let Melissa leave and get in that limo and go to yard, that's it, bro. You're off to
Bro,
second division.
we had up Melissa in the toilets. What are you talking about? We done had up Melissa in the toilets. And her friend was asking if they could join in. That's where we are, bro. That's where we're at right now.
I'm telling you now, if you man don't win the league now, that's it. Another 20 years.
Okay, but do you know what? If I was a betting man, believing in your if I was a betting man, believing in a Deji prediction as of June, as what you were saying in June till now, like I think it's a safe bet to go with my gut rather than listening to Deji Spurs.
So you're still
last season was your year, bro, when you were predicting things. This one you got it all wrong. You were getting 3 results in a row last season. Spurs finishing above us. You were getting it all right, bro. Again, you had your problem last season with the right things you were getting right. But that's it. As you said, not 2 proms, bro. This time it's my year. It's my year.
Can I just see with everyone in the chat real quick? You know, we got 5 minutes left, bro. What is your now? This is your last opportunity. There's no more after this. What is your top 6 real quick right now? Because this is it. We need to clickbait this, man, because this is what we're gonna fall on. We're gonna fall on this at the end of the season. You got 10 games to go, 9 games to go. Everyone in the chat, put it in there real quick. How are we gonna finish this season, please?
So do you wanna go first, or are you gonna let the chat go first? Or
I'm the host.
Okay, true say. Anyway, guys, he needs to take advantage of his opportunity to host because next week, back to normal proceedings and all that. But big up Deji Spurs. Smash the like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. I would say first place, Arsenal. Second place, Man City. Third, this is when it gets a little bit tricky because I have to think about what I want, what I don't want versus what I want. So I'm going to go, as much as it hurts, it's probably going to be United, unfortunately. Newcastle 4th, Spurs 5th. Liverpool 6th. They can sneak in the 6th place. Okay. It'll be like a last day shenanigans where they sneak into to 6, man, because they're looking awful. Or it doesn't look like they've got enough games to get the points, but you never know. With a draw against Arsenal can galvanize anyone,
No, fair play. I mean, for me, I think City finished top. Because I think they're going to beat you. And I can't see.
And we never asked for your explanations, bro. Just
I think Arsenal finished 2nd.
Yeah.
I think Man U finished 3rd. I want to go Newcastle, but I feel like they've got a lot of tough games, Newcastle got to play you. Newcastle got to play Spurs. Newcastle got to play City. They've got quite a lot of the big guns. So I'm gonna edge and say Spurs are gonna get a dramatic 4th. They don't deserve it, but they're gonna get a 4th.
You're gonna win at St. James's Park, yeah?
Newcastle 5th. And Brighton 6th.
Rotted.
I think Liverpool's rubbish, man. I mean, I can't deal with Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool and Chelsea ain't even bothering them. So it says top 4 without Deji's team is what Arsenal fans would like to see. Pure joy. Looking down on everyone. Well, we will see. I mean, look, the one thing I can say, and I can thank Arsenal fans for, is for making this season exciting in so many ways. First and foremost, it would have been boring just to see Man City do their thing. It would have been rubbish and it would have made a mockery of our league. I'm not going to lie, it would be the funniest thing I've seen in a long time to see Arsenal lose the Prem on the last day of the season, having secured the same amount of points as Man City. That, to me, is banter.
Sick guy, bro. What kind of sick person are you, bro?
It's banter, and I will laugh. And if Tottenham somehow get 4th Champions League, then my laughter will be even louder because after all that effort, we achieved the same thing, like that. And for me, it's like being in the playoffs.
That's literally all you're clinging on to this season, Deji. You know how sad this is, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sad, bro.
Bro, You know what? Football makes
We're trying to figure out what's going on here, Deji. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what Big GZ is trying to figure out, bro.
Football makes people shameless. I'm not gonna lie. To sit here,
you're one of the most shameless ones.
I am looking forward to seeing Arsenal bottle it in some way. And if you go on to win it, you deserve to win it. But if you bottle it, it will be the funniest thing that I've seen. And we'll also mark the fact that this is a poor season. Can I just finish on this real quick?
Sure, bro.
Everyone in chat. Big up to Wrexham and Notts County, them man there who reached 100 points each, and they had their game yesterday. Big up Wrexham.
100 points each, swear down.
First and second, 100 points, and then they played each other. Got the win there. Big up to them with what they're doing, and also big up to hashtag a YouTube team turn pro who are doing big things as well. 22 games streak, and they look like they're going to get promoted. But it's looking interesting. Football is back, and it's looking good. Bro, look, we've done an hour. Big up to everyone in the chat. DWTT, the assembled, Big GZ. You get
Jams
me.
or highlights, all of them.
40 chats, Kyan. You get me. All of you guys there, Dodger, Skills, the assembled. Big up to all of you. Thank you for joining us. Man. Bro, what are your final thoughts? Prediction for this weekend. Who you got this weekend?
We've got West Ham away, actually, your bogey team. We've got your boys. But West Ham have been awful. So, look, I don't want to look past the City game, because if we can get 6 points over our next 2 games and set up that City game for a potential title decider, then I'm down. But if we drop any points between now and the City game, we might as well just call it a day, to be honest, right, in terms of the title race. But I don't see us doing that. I see us winning both games, and I'm super excited to see what happens at Etihad. And I might just be in London at the time, so it could be very, very interesting.
Bro, I swear, Dan, if you're gonna be in London, are you in London for the last game of the season?
It depends, man. Maybe we'll see.
Wherever you are, I need to be there. I need to be there to console you, bro. We will live.
Are you sure you want to be with me on the last day of the season? Are you sure?
I swear that.
Because he's saying it live on stream right now. If we're in the same country, me and Deji have to watch. No matter what happens, me and Deji have to watch the last game of the season together. You guys hearing this? No matter what happens. Big up. I love that.
It's so bad that I was even thinking of coming to your studio in Niger.
But feel free, guys. You've heard it on One Touch TV. Deji's committed to no matter what happens. We're watching this the last game of the season together. Do you know what? I might just extend my stay just so to guarantee we're in the same country.
If there's a way, let's live stream it, and if anyone's in London, join us for that game. That game will be dope.
Watch this space, guys. Watch out for some preparations for the final day, man. It might be explosive, man. I don't know if Deji's going to want to be next to me on the final day as where I see it, but
I will be in London. Although we need neutral settings. I'm not going anywhere near North London on the last day of the season. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to Islington.
Watford? We're doing Watford thing or something.
Nah, bruv. I'll bloody meet you in Brighton, like that, yeah. I'm going to be getting caught slipping in North London. But yeah, no, you know what? Let's watch this space. If Niger Englishman is in London, we will ask people if you are back, join us. That would be jokes. And if Arsenal happen to win the league, I will live stream my journey home, which would just be me getting on the train, not saying
if we have a spare one on the day, he'll be wearing an Arsenal jersey, because him and Gunner King have their own bets. Him and Gunner King have their own bet, and I don't think I forgot about that bet, bro. I've got it here somewhere. I'm going to be looking at some. I don't know what it was, but it was anyway. Gunner King, let me know what the bet was so I can follow through with the receipts.
Something like, if Arsenal win the league, I'll wear Arsenal shot. Yeah, bring it on.
Something like that. I think it's a bit more than just wearing it once, though, Deji. But we'll check the receipts. YouTube never lies; it stays forever. So we'll check that out, man. So big up. I think we'll win this weekend, 3-1 against West Ham. Who you got this weekend?
This weekend, Spurs, we got sorry, let me just double check real quick. Cause after that Brighton performance, I couldn't be bothered, to be honest.
I don't blame you, bro.
We got Bournemouth at home. It's a techie one, but I expect us to
techie. I'm saying Bournemouth techie. Talk about creeping into the top 4. Nothing.
I don't trust these guys, man. I don't trust Tottenham anymore. Get me? It's a techie one. That's what I'm saying.
Big up, man. Big up the chat. DWTT. I know how it's gonna go on the day. There'll be excuses. I won't be able to get Deji's phone and all that. Yeah, I know. But let the day come first, and then we'll call him out later. All right, DWTT, my guy.
Yeah, big up. Look, everyone, thank you. Like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us. We will do a kind of reaction on the weekend. I will get low touches at this week. I didn't get it at last week. I do apologize. But yo, bro, let's try and get something out after the game on Sunday while it's still fresh. Yeah.
No problem, bro. Let's do it, man. Bless up, guys.
All right, bless.
Have a good one, my people, my people.